Hello? Is anyone there? Sir, you're actually watching this right now. I'm kind of shocked, actually, and I've kind of figured every Shoddycast viewer in the world had probably locked themselves in their own comfy Vault-Tec vault to play Fallout 4 until at least, I don't know, 2017. But hey, thanks for watching! So while our highly trained team of scientists studies Fallout 4 for references, we thought it would be a good time to revisit the other new Fallout game, Fallout Shelter. But don't worry, we'll be back soon with a new Fallout 4 episode. We have top men on it.
Who? Top men.
But Fallout Shelter is a pretty huge deal in its own right. In fact, it's apparently made more than $5 million on the Apple Store alone. It may be a small mobile game, but it's had some huge critical and financial success. Let's take a look at some of the many weapons found in the game. First, we have the hunting rifle, which appears to be entirely based upon the first version of the Winchester Model 70. Introduced in 1936, this model quickly went on to be called the rifleman's rifle among hunting enthusiasts. In 1964, Winchester finally retired the first edition of the gun. Next, we have the Gauss rifle. This highly dangerous coil gun is used to propel a ferromagnetic projectile by accelerating it through a process of magnetic induction. This name is derived from Carl Friedrich Gauss, a German math genius nicknamed the Prince of Mathematicians. The name was chosen because of Gauss's extensive work with magnets, which honestly we're too dumb to do any justice by describing to you, but take our word for it. This man knew his magnets. The real-world coil guns are a little bit less exciting. But what about the weapons that have no real-world counterpart? Guns like the laser pistol, alien blaster, or the plasma pistol. The inspiration for these weapons is a little bit more complicated. We take for granted the concept of a laser gun now, but it actually used to be a pretty crazy idea. The first real use of alien weaponry in fiction was the Aliens heat ray gun in H.G. Wells' influential The War of the Worlds, published in 1898. But those weapons were used exclusively by extraterrestrials, not by human characters. No, what really popularized the idea of handheld alien blasters in America was pulp science fiction published in the 1920s and 30s, especially the character Buck Rogers. Buck started out as the main character of a short story before going on to star in a comic strip, radio and television shows, and a number of films. The Buck Rogers franchise is what really put the idea of the alien weapon into public imagination. In fact, his signature gun was a hot-selling toy for children in the 1930s. If you happen to have one laying around, you're in luck because they're worth upwards of $300 today. There's even some attempts to bring these fake alien weapons into the real world, like the Arc Attack, which uses a very steampunk-looking Tesla coil-based technology to fire electricity. These are being created mostly for the awesome look though, and thankfully aren't actually that dangerous. Now for our comment showcase. This week's great comment is actually about Fallout New Vegas. Nicholas McCreary brings us an interesting theory related to a location in the game, the Ultralux Casino. As you probably know, the Ultralux is known for their upper-class clientele and their, questionable choice of meats. This could be a reference to the classic essay, A Modest Proposal for Preventing the Children of Poor People from Being a Burden to Their Parents or Country and Making Them Beneficial to the Public, written by Jonathan Swift in 1729. In the essay, meant to be a scathing takedown of the rich in Ireland, Swift satirically proposes that the upper class should literally eat the babies of poor people. Maybe the staff of the Ultralux weren't quite in on the joke. Next, we have our bad comment section, which comes from 5th DB, who says, "You guys think that Fallout Boy might become a character in lunchboxes to obtain in Fallout Shelter? Maybe maxed out everything?" I hope not, 5th DB. I really hope not. So last time we asked you what actor voiced the Halo character Edward Buck, and many of you answered correctly, because I basically put his face right there in the video. Castle and Firefly star Nathan Fillion. This time around, of course, we have a Fallout question for you. The sound that is heard when firing the Fat Man nuclear catapult is actually made by what object? We hope you've enjoyed our second episode covering Fallout Shelter. Be sure to like and subscribe for more and share the video because I need everyone to see it and validate me. Validate me, yeah. I'm very sorry.